Hi all, I would like to share many Excel features for all the Excel users no matter they are beginners or advanced through my channel. Today I will tell how a simple data can be converted in dynamic, presentable and more informative. I will first tell what most of the people work with the data and then how it can be done in better and smart way. Say this is the database and we have some information captured over here, and we also inserted a different column, that is count. I will tell you the purpose of this. So first of all, before sending it to someone, we will make few things on it, like this is the list of that. First of all, we make the total of it. We use the formula alt equal, and similarly we use for the unit sold alt equal. Then we make border around it. Then we align the columns in center. Okay, now the header should be in bold, and we will also give some color. Okay, and same we do with the bottom. We also write say total. Now this data is ready, and most of the people make the data like this and send it to somebody who required it. But we can do work with this data in different way, and that will be more informative, dynamic and presentable. Okay, now we have the same rough database and we will convert in the dynamic data table. Before doing that, we do some formatting in it. We select the data and remove bold, remove underline, remove the border and align it horizontally and vertically. Okay, now there is a two way to convert it into the dynamic table. Either you go to the tab of insert and there is a table option, or directly you can press Ctrl T and simply press enter. Now it is converted in the dynamic table. If you see at the bottom, there is a no total. So for that, you just click anywhere in the table and press Shift Ctrl T. Okay, now if you see, there is a drop down on the last row. From the drop down, you can not even select the sum, but minimum, maximum, count, average, anything given in the drop down. So we can also use it for the net sale. Here is the drop down. Let's say sum. Here we want average. Here we want suppose count. So anything you can select. This is the main feature of this table, and we will discuss other feature in continuation. The next feature is design and color of the table. This is your table, and if you want to change the design and presentation of it in different color, you just click anywhere and go to the design tab. Here lots of option is available for you. You select anyone and the data will be converted into that designs. Suppose we select this one. Now the data is readily available for you. Second, we can change the name. You just click over here and change the name, whatever name you want for the table. Suppose we put it as a sale data. Now the table name has been converted to the sale data. Okay, now if you want to apply the filter to check some particular row, suppose we filter out SKF1 and click OK. Here you see there is only 5 row and the count is showing as the 5. Suppose we check the sum. This is the total of these 5 row. We check whether is it right or not. 26200. Okay, it is not possible in case of the normal data. If you apply the filter over here, it will remain the same. So this is the additional feature of it. Let's go to the next feature. Before we start next feature, we have to remove the filter. You can do it by two way. Either you can do it through this drop down. You select all and the filter will be removed, or directly you can press Shift Ctrl L. The filter has been removed, and if you again press it, Shift Ctrl L, then filter applied again. Now the data is in the same condition. Suppose if you want to insert more column in it for some calculation, say you want the discount 10% of the sale, and after that the revenue we get. Okay, for that we apply the formula here, equal to net sale into 10%. Normally if you apply the formula here, then it will be shown in the same cell, but in this case it will be applied in all the rows. Just see, I'm just pressing the enter, and here you see. Okay, so the formula is automatically applied in all the rows just beside the table. You need not to drag and do other works on it, and moreover all the formatting has also been done on it. We simply write discount here column. We will insert now a net sale proceed after this discount. So here we press equal sale minus discount amount, and we press enter, and here you say the formula is all over. This is net sale proceed. So this way you can save very much time. Okay, now go to the next feature. Suppose you are in the sheet 1, and earlier we changed the name of the table as a sale data, and you want some information from that table over here. Suppose we want the sum of sale. What you need to do, you press equal sum bracket start, and you type table name. Sale data, here it is. Then you have to start with the big bracket. Now we have several options here, that is the header of that table: date, zone, branch manager, item code, sold unit, unit price. If you want, suppose this net sale, okay, you just press click over it and close with the bracket, enter. Here is the sale figure, just check it, 1214,400. Take another example. Suppose you want to count off any row, any column, sorry. Count A bracket star sale data, and then we again start with the capital bracket, and suppose we take the item code, sum of the number of row, and close the bracket with the and press enter. 25. Let's check. This is the item code, and here it is a 25. Or you can use this function over here, count 25. Okay, now go to the next feature, slicer. Normally the slicer used in pivot table, but in this table we also use slicer. Just go to the insert, and this is the slicer. You just click slicer. This is the heading of the table, and you can use the slicer for any head. Suppose we use it for the item codes and zone, and press OK. The two window will come. We put it over here. What is the use of it? Suppose you have forwarded the data to somebody, and he want to check only the central data. He just click the central. If we want to see the north data, or if you want to remove all the filter, then similarly, if you select the product SKF1, all the things will be shown as per your selection. SK3, SKF5. So this is the another feature of this table. Now again we open the full table. For that you have to remove the filter. Okay. Now we go to the next feature. In normal case, if you want to select any row or column, then normally you do Shift plus space bar for selection of row. Let's do it in normal data file. We are here and we are pressing Shift plus space, then it will select whole the row. And similarly, if we press Control plus space, it will select entire column, but it is not in case of this table. We click here and we press Shift space, it will select only row which is in the table, and if we press Control space, then it will select only data, not the entire column or entire row. This is one additional feature of this. Now go to the next. Suppose first of all we go to the normal data, we press Ctrl A to select the data. When you press Ctrl A, entire data will be selected including header and the bottom row, and again you press Ctrl A, then entire sheet will be selected. Now check, we are pressing Ctrl A. Now see the result. It will only select data part, not the header and not the total row. And we again press Ctrl A, then it include them. Let's check here. Now all the data has been included. Now third time you press Ctrl A, then entire sheet will be selected. So whatever thing you want to select, you can do it by pressing Ctrl A 1, 2 and 3 times. Before going to next feature, we will tell you about the count column. Here we go at the bottom of the table and remove some data from this column. Here you can see the number 22 and in count it is a 25. So what is the difference between two? It shows the number of cells which have some data, but here it shows the number of rows you have filtered in the data. So while you are working with data, sometimes you need to know how many rows we have selected or how many numbers of rows we have copied. So you can simply check the count and rely on it. You need not to select any other column for that. So this is the main use of count, and you can remove this column after finishing the work with the data. Now go to the next feature. Suppose you are in normal data and you are at the bottom and want to check what is this number. So you cannot see the header of the table. Either you can do it with the freeze function but in Excel, but in case of dynamic data table you need not to work on that. You simply go down and you can see the header on the top always. Now if you want to insert pivot table or chart, you can simply do it by just selecting any cell in the table and insert either chart from here or insert pivot table from here. Here you are with the pivot table option. We are removing the chart. There are some advanced features of this table that are in relation to the pivot or chart. We will let you know about that in our next video. Now before closing the video, we will tell you the last feature of this table. Suppose you want to send this data to someone and don't want it in this format like with table function, so you want to just send it as a normal data. What you need to do, you select the data either this way or Ctrl A and Ctrl A 2 times. Now go to the design convert to range and confirm. Now your data is a simple data table. Every formula and formatting is the same as in the table, but you will not see the other features here. Now you can send it as it is. So by this we are closing the video, and hope you have enjoyed the every moment of the video and learned lots of things. If you want us to share the same kind of video in future, please like it, subscribe it and share it so that we can make more videos for you. Thank you. Have a nice day.